so I said to her, wait, what? Oh, we're live? Oh, alright. Well, today is November 9th, and it's a beautiful morning, isn't it, Joe?
Sunny skies, no cloud in sight. It's perfect.
It is just ideal for this guy's birthday right here. You know what, Joe? The news team and I, we kind of came together, and we got something that you can help me.
Thanks, guys.
You guys. See, Joe here is he's a very big lacrosse fan, and this was actually this was James.
What is that? Breaking news: Arnold Smith and I are on the scene.
Hello, my name is Arnold Smith. Today, on November 9th, 1989, JJP News is bringing you live feed from the fall of the Berlin Wall. There, the Soviet Union has kept strict control for the last 30 years.
Then we will jump back to the newscast from when the wall first arose. We have reporter Philip So on the scene to tell us more on this urgent matter.
Hey Arnold. East German people are finally coming over, and through cheers and excitement, meeting in joy with the people of West Berlin. The atmosphere is indescribable as long-lost friends and relatives embrace each other for the first time in almost 30 years. With me I have Kyle Harrison, expert in international affairs, to help us explain a little bit what's going on. So let's hand the mic over to him so we can truly understand what's happening today. Kyle?
Thanks, Philip. As you now know, civilians are pecking away at the barriers separating East and West Berlin. Just days ago, the Soviet government declared that multiple border crossings should be opened for pressures by Ronald Reagan. People on the west side just started tearing down the wall as East Berlin tried to continue to enforce its policies on the border. The Soviet government has proposed many reforms to even switch to democracy in Berlin, but there was no hesitation and the people just continued this amazing feat.
What significance do you think this will have as the Cold War plays out, and how that will affect surrounding countries?
Good question, Philip. Now that the Berlin Wall is being torn down, I think that tensions between countries will slowly start to fade, and it shows that the change is wanted for East Germany by all sections of Berlin. Hopefully, this will be a signal to surrounding countries that they should start to fight communist oppression and push for democratic change.
So, Kyle, is it true that the Soviet rule is falling from power?
No, Philip. The Soviets are still quite strong.
Not so fast there, Kyle. The Soviet Union is failing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it is!
How are you doing that?
Doing what, Kyle?
Anyway, well, the future looks bright for the people from Berlin.
Alright, well, thank you for explaining this a little to our viewers back home. Back to you, Arnold.
Thanks for the info, Phil. And now, to commemorate this joyous occasion, we have a film from 1961 when the wall first arose.
With the rise of communism in East Germany and the blockade of West Berlin, the Communist East set up a wall to prevent the good people of Berlin from escaping to the warmth and compassion of the western side.
And now, as promised, we have footage from 30 years ago when the wall was first put up.
Hello everybody. There's a border being put up by the Soviet Union to block off free access between East and West Berlin. And with me, I have Jarno Yoltsin to help explain the border. Mr. Yoltsin.
Hello. As you now know, the inter-Germanic border is making great progress.
So just for clarity, why is the wall being put up?
Well, that's a good question. You see, the wall is being put up to separate us from our radical counterparts in the capitalist West. We're trying to secure a good, truthful communist government, and we don't want the negative influence of West Berlin seeping in.
So just for clarity, it's for metaphorical purposes?
No. The wall only brings cultural separation from the West, but it also protects the population in East Berlin by keeping the foreigners out of our little communist metropolis. You see, Mr. Joe, the capitalists have been intruding the East Side for years with their false culture and inhuman ideals. They disregard and completely degrade all that the Soviet Union stands for.
Well, that answers all the important questions. Now we'll cut to Walter Adams, who is on scene. Walter, can you hear me?
Sure thing, John. With me here I have Mr. Schmidt, resident of West Berlin, to explain this urgent matter. What do you think of the wall, Mr. Schmidt?
It's horrible. They're separating us from everything. Our children and our jobs. I sit here all day and hear about people passing by with this inconsolable sadness. Everything's gone. We can't get to where we used to work. We can't get to the people that we used to love. It's all gone now thanks to these dang communists.
So how exactly do people of East and West Berlin feel about this wall?
They hate it. On both sides. I'm on this wall, and even on the other side I hear people trying to get over. They're caging them in like animals. This is inhuman.
Well, there you go, John. This wall is a sign of oppression and unjustness in the Soviet Union.
So in summary, 30 years ago the wall was no different than the wall is today. Unjust, inhuman, and a sad, sad sight for the rest of the world. The destruction of the Berlin Wall shows that humans all over are pushing for world peace, and hopefully the world will learn from their mistakes. Now, we have some pictures from the beginning and the end of this tragedy.
One morning in June, some 20 years ago, I was born a rich man's son. I had everything that money could buy, but freedom I had none.